So, I was just thinking to myself, right? That whenever a woman says she wants a good man, and basically she want to share her life with somebody, and they end up talking to somebody, right? Boom, you're talking to somebody, and the person that you're talking to, you basically give them your all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're with them, you treat them good, they treat you like shit, but you still keep on treating them good. Now, instead of you coming to yourself, your senses, and say, yo, this person is don't have my best intention, you stay there and you get abused because that's all you know how to withstand abuse, right? Now you end up leaving that relationship and you go into another relationship while you're not healed from that previous relationship that you were in, right? And you go talk to somebody else and you just be bugging out on the other person. Now the other person that you talk to is the opposite of who you used to talk to before, but you're so damaged and you're so abused because of the asshole that you dealt with before that you don't know how to treat this new person because the damage that you sustained from the other relationship, that person is trying to put the pieces back together, but you're so broken and you're so out of focus because you never took time out to heal from the bullshit that you went through with the previous relationship. Now I want y'all to hear me out before y'all drag me. The only time you can say you're gonna be submissive to a person, you should be submissive to a person that deserves to be submissive. You're supposed to be able to reason with a person that could be reasoned with. And communication is key. Now, if you can't communicate, you can't reason, and if that person is abusing you, whether physically, emotionally, or whatnot, you don't need to be there because basically you know yourself. And if you know yourself, you know your value, you know your worth, and you know how you need to proceed when it comes towards moving forward with or without this person. And a lot of times people in a relationship, they don't want to leave because they don't want to be homeless because rent is fucking higher in New York City. So I guess that's why sometimes people stay. But you can't be bugging out on everybody. You can't be tripping on everybody. You can't be lashing out on everybody. You can't be nasty. You can't be catty. That's not going to get you nowhere. You got to know yourself first, understand yourself first, and take accountability for your actions when you're dealing with a person. You got to know when to say sorry. You got to know when to just shut the fuck up. And you got to know how to communicate. Because if you don't know that, you're just going to keep on bringing your damaged self from damaged self to relationship, and you're not going to get no good results. You're just going to get fucked and cut off because niggas ain't got no patience. Besides, most of these men nowadays, they want to be treated like the woman. They want to be treated like princess. So I don't know how that works because that shit just don't make no sense to me. So before you go off, ladies, before you go off into any kind of relationship or anything of that nature, do some healing first. Know yourself and know your worth. Because if you don't know yourself and know your worth, you're basically going to be going through the same bullshit again and again and again and again. And they say the definition of insanity is keep on doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So know yourself, know your worth, and know the person that you're dealing with. And study yourself. Because if you don't do that, the whole situation is pretty much going to be repetitive. And then you're going to stop liking men and probably liking women. You don't want that.